decriminalization of offences under the LLP Act. Recently, Company Law Committee has recommended that 12 offences under the Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008 be criminalized and that LLPs be allowed to issue the non-convertible debentures to raise funds with the aim of improving the ease of doing business for LLP firms, that is limited liability partnership firms. Can be some offences has been decriminalized to allow them to issue the non-convertible debentures. This is new term to be added and to raise the funds with the aim of promoting the ease of doing business. So, Limited Liability Partnership Act has been under it. The 12 offences has been decriminalized. So the Company Law Committee (CLC) was set up by Minister of Corporate Affairs in September 2019 to promote the ease of doing business in the country by providing ease of doing business to law-abiding corporates and fostering the improved corporate compliance for the stakeholders at large. So, what are the key points? What are the key recommendations of Company Law Committees? The Company Law Committees (CLC's) recommendations: decriminalization of offences. See, several offences related to timely filings, including the annual reports and filings on the changes in the partnership status of the LLP, not related to fraud, have been recommended for decriminalization. While none of these provisions recommended for decriminalization currently have none of these provisions recommended for decriminalization currently have prison terms because these are just penalty-like terms. So, as a possible punishment, the committee has recommended that companies be required to pay penalties for the non-compliance instead of fines, which are imposed after a partner or a LLP is found guilty of misconduct. That is, it has recommended penalties because currently have prison terms. Before that, these criminal activities, these 12 offences have prison terms to just fines or penalties. So that has been changed. None of these provisions recommended for decriminalization currently have prison terms. So that is the thing. And the risk involved in imposing fines. The committee has noted that there is a risk of a convicted person being disqualified or becoming ineligible for various posts in the case of fines imposed by the courts, which would not be the case for penalties imposed by an appropriate authority. That is, the committee has noted that there is a risk of convicted person being disqualified or being ineligible for various posts in the case of fines imposed by the courts, which would not be the case for penalties imposed by an appropriate authority. And also author to levy penalties. See, the Register of Companies (ROCs) would have the authorities to levy penalties for any contravention of the provisions of LLP Act. ROC appointed under Section 608 of Companies Act. Section 608 of Companies Act, under covering with various states and union territories, are vested with primary duty of registering the companies and LLPs floated in the respective states and the union territories. That is, under Register of Companies has the provisions under Section 608 of the Companies Act to register companies and LLPs in their respective states and union territories. Permission to issue the non-convertible debentures. See, the LLPs which are currently do not issue debt securities should be permitted to issue the non-convertible debentures to facilitate raising of capital and financing operations. So this move is likely to benefit the startups and small firms in sectors which require heavy capital investment. So the move is likely to benefit the startup and small firms in the sector which require a heavy capital investment. So what is this limited liability partnership? It is a partnership in which some or all partners, depending on the jurisdiction, have limited liabilities. In an LLP, each partner is not responsible or liable for another partner's misconduct. Suppose in a partner or he does some misconduct, the other partner is not responsible. In a limited liability partnership can continue in existence irrespective of changes in partners. It is capable of entering into the contracts and holding property in its own name. That is, it has a legal entity. It is a LLP is a separate legal entity. It is liable to full extent of its assets, but liability of the partners is limited to the agreed contribution to in the LLP. So what is LLP versus traditional partnership? LLP versus traditional partnership firm. See, under the traditional partnership firm, every partner is liable jointly with all other partners and also severally and also severely for all the acts of the firm done while he is a partner. That is, suppose in a company does any problem, all the partners are responsible. But in a limited liability partnership, each partner is not responsible or liable for another partner's misconduct. So basically, individuality is there here in the LLP. That is, overall, the amount or the mistake taken in his own cognizance is taken into consideration while any mistake is done by the LLP company. But whereas in a traditional partnership, those are jointly liable, while with all the other partners and also severally for all acts of the firm done while he is a partner. Under the LLP, the liability of the partner is limited to the agreed contribution. So limited to the agreed contribution, thus the individual partners are shielded from joint liability. That is, individual partners are shielded from joint liability created by another partner's wrongful acts or misconduct. LLP versus a company. So the internal governance structure of a company is regulated by the Statutes Companies Act 2013. Whereas for an LLP, it would be a contractual agreement. So it is a contractual agreement. It is a contractual agreement between the partners. The management ownership divide inherent in a company. See, the management ownership divide inherent in a company is not there in a limit. Is not there in That is, management and ownership divide is not there in a like a company, is inherent in a company and is not there in a limited partnership. That is, both the management and ownership are done by the partners. So there is no management ownership divide. LLP will have more flexibility as compared to the company, and also lesser compliance and more flexibility requirements as a company to company. And also non-convertible debentures. See, the debentures are long-term financial instruments that are issued by the companies to borrow money. Debentures are long-term financial instruments that are issued by the companies to borrow money. Some debentures have feature of convertibility into shares, that is, convertibility into shares after a certain point of time at a discretion of the debenture holder. The debentures which cannot be converted into shares are called non-convertible debentures that cannot be converted into convertibility into shares. So these are called non-convertible debentures. These are two types of non-convertible debentures, secured and unsecured. What is secured and unsecured? Secured non-convertible debenture is backed by assets of the company. Secured non-convertible debentures is backed by assets of the company. If the company fails to pay the obligation, that is, non-convertible debenture is backed by the assets of the company. If the company fails to pay the obligation, the investor holding the debenture can claim that through liquidation of those assets. An unsecured debenture, contrary to the non-secured non-convertible debenture, there is no backing in unsecured non-convertible debentures if the company defaults, and also the interest will be more in the unsecured non-convertible debentures.